Hi, hello, welcome back. It's Amber. I am currently on my way and getting ready to go to the Dominican Republic. My head is so full of so many different things that I can't even say the where I'm going. So, I thought I'd take this 100% cotton rag paper today and kind of just play around with a reference that I have, as well as with this inexpensive mop brush. I'm using an inexpensive mop brush because this paper is so rough, and I wanted to be able to kind of see how I'm smashing my brush a little more harder than normal. I'm not being as gentle. I just didn't want to worry about one of my nicer Shimoni or my Polina Bright brushes, so that's why I opted for this inexpensive brush. And you can use your nice brushes as well. I have many times, even on this kind of more rough paper, and no problems. It's just I thought I'd maybe try caring for my brushes a little bit more. So I am taking a kind of a dark indigo Payne's gray bluish color, and I'm just dropping it in this first half of the sky. I did not pre-wet my paper. This is a small piece of paper, so I don't always feel like you have to wet your paper. It's kind of whatever works best for you. And I haven't decided fully how I was going to approach this yet, if I wanted some white space, if I didn't. So sometimes if I do want white space, I will go ahead and not pre-wet my paper so that I can get those white spaces in. I think for this video, I will end up using a little bit of music or sound so that you can just enjoy painting. It is a longer one. It's just under 25 minutes, and I'm going to try to take a break from talking for that entire time. Maybe just let you paint along and listen to the sounds and just see where that takes you. And if it's something you guys liked, or if you didn't care for it, I can always go back to the audio ones and just keep it shorter. I can also fast forward, or not fast forward, but I can double do the speed so that you're not having to literally listen to me talk for 24 minutes. We can always shorten it down to, anywhere from 15 to 20, I think, is probably where people kind of max out on, especially with these shorter, quicker gratification type pieces. And I am just taking a color called Granite by Masha, and I'm just playing with adding a bit of some texture to the sky. If you want to call them clouds, maybe. I'm not really sure what I was going for here, and you'll just see me kind of playing back and forth with that. I'm not one of those people that does realistic skies. I'm not one of those people that does realistic anything really, right? So I decided to get some white paint and just play and see if I could kind of maybe add some more white back in where I'd wanted it. Did it work? No, it didn't really. And you'll see I kind of end up abandoning that idea. But I did want to get some white in that sky because it is a night sky. And I wanted that hint of maybe a Milky Way or the stars starting to pop out. And so that's what you'll see. I'll also pop in the reference picture here so you can see also what I'm painting along to, and we can paint it together if you'd like. But if you don't, then that's okay too. But the colors on this one are really fun. So I do suggest you doing at least something with these colors, whether it's a night sky or whether it's you could do an ocean, a reverse ocean. The colors I use later on can become this color right here, could become the sunset, and the water could be that dark blue. It's just a really pretty combination, that orangey coral with that darker blue, in my opinion anyway. Maybe you look at it and you hate it, but I think it's really pretty. And then I do end up dropping some orange in there, and I am just mixing up random colors, so I'm not going to tell you which ones I just grabbed from whatever's on my palette. Honestly, I didn't go into a particular color in my clean pans. I just took, as you can see, a lot of those wells have different colors, so often I'll just use whatever's in front of me. And if you did want a perfectly coral color that you could buy in a pan, I absolutely love Stay Kiwi's coral, and I also love Cosmic Creations. Laura makes a beautiful coral as well. So Stacy's not selling her colors right now, so Laura would be my go-to on that color. But you can also just mix up whatever you have in the meantime, and experiment that way, right? And if you don't end up mixing a coral you like, then you can go and buy one. But I suggest trying it first just to see. So I'm just kind of getting this base coat, this underlayer, this kind of setting the scene, right? Starting to tell the story, starting to kind of give a baseline and a mood, right? Setting the mood a little bit. As this doesn't have to mean that you have to go super dark really fast, right? You can do it in layers. If you prefer to go super dark fast, absolutely you can dive right in and go ahead and do that. But for me, I've kind of like building this slower the slower build up to these, and it's kind of fun watching and playing and giving and taking, right, and adding and taking away. There we are, taking away some more. I always like to keep a cloth nearby. I also like to use a thirsty brush, right, which is just a brush that's been, a lot of that water's been soaked out of that belly. So instead of having water in it, you're going to back to your painting and pulling up that water and the paint that's on your paper. It's like an absorbent sponge, basically. So I'm just using this liner brush to kind of try to add some Milky Way-ish areas. I don't think it was I don't think it was super successful, but I think it was fun trying and experimenting and seeing if it could be. And it could be potentially fun, you know. It did dry pretty light, but now that I look at it now, I could see what I was attempting to do. And this is where I do begin to, in my opinion, kind of mess up on my little shrubs and trees and bushes, as you'll see. But that's okay. It's all just practice, and you can kind of hide things and cover them up, and just play with your brushes, play with your colors, play with the textures, play with learning how to paint things confidently and not pausing like I did and trying. I should have just stopped where I was and like did something else for a minute, then come back to this one. It just turns into this big stumpy thing. Anyway, I think I will let the music take over for a little while I paint these trees. I don't think there's a ton to say on them. I do stick with a round size 4-ish, size 2, but use whatever works best for you. Whatever has a great tip, I find works the best for these palm tree branches. I have did struggle with them for a long time, and I finally just found a brush that has a better tip. This brush is not my favorite right here. You'll see me switch later on, and I think that's probably why I got so frustrated with this initial one. And um yeah, I did want to stop right there really, really badly. But anyway, you'll see I kept going. So I'll come back in a little while and we'll close up together. But I hope you enjoy the rest of this without so much talking this time. And let me know what you think. If you'd rather have me chit chat, I am happy to do so. But if you also maybe enjoy a bit of the quiet, I'm also happy to do that as well. If you'd like me to mix it up, you gotta let me know. I have no idea what everybody likes or what they don't like. I know some people say don't talk so much. And I know some people love the chit chat because maybe they don't have anybody to talk to or chit chat with, or I'm not a silence kind of person. I do like background noise, so I get both sides. Yeah, and I wish I would just leave this alone. Just cover it over, erase it, get rid of it, something. But it stays, unfortunately. Okay, I'll see you back in a little while. right, so I hope you enjoy the little mix up and got a break from my chatter. So I want to take my rigger and I'm going to add some little birds. Did I get away a little carried away with the trees? Maybe, but once all is said and done, I think I'm okay with it, even with the big old mess at the bottom with the trees. It was just a lot of practice and play, and I'm still trying to get better at these trees. So it just takes time. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I cannot wait to see yours. Have a great time and enjoy yourself painting it, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.